Good morning, friends. Jai Hind and welcome. I, Tushar Joshi, welcomes you. Hello, good morning, friends. Today we have to complete the revision part of chapter number 4th of standard 10. Actually, this full chapter, if you solve, then this is almost 10-hour chapters, and this 10-hour chapter I just complete in this lecture within less than of 1 hour. So this is the actually fast track revision, and you will really enjoy this lecture because full chapter you will get here in single lecture only. So this is a really good opportunity for you. And now let me start this thing. See this 4.1 first exercise. This thing I have completed in my last lecture. Okay, actually this is the revision series. Let me tell you, this is the revision series. So first 3 lectures revision already I have completed. It was my live lectures. So if you haven't seen that, then top side I button is given. So on clicking I button you should see that all lectures first, because the first part of the exercise 4.1 that is included in my previous lecture. So this is the 4.1 exercise, and in this lecture, okay, up to here this is the 4.1 exercise, and in this lecture we have to start from exercise number 4.2. okay, then see here, it is asked that find the square root of following quadratic equation by factorization method. Then factorization method, now as you all know that it is nothing but just the splitting term. Okay, then here what actually you have to perform, the first and last terms multiplication you have to do. Okay, so 1 into minus 10, that is minus 10. Okay, that is minus 10. So minus 10 you have to get by multiplication, so that by subtraction. Why by subtraction? Because this sign you have to consider, this sign is minus, so that by subtraction you have to get minus 3. okay, so by multiplication you have to get minus 3, sorry, minus 10, and by subtraction you have to get minus 3. okay, so which kind of factors you can get here? 5 2s are, okay, so 5x here, first term as it is, you have to write. okay, so first term you have to write like this only, x square. Now minus 5x plus 2x minus 10. okay, see, because 5 2s are 10, means minus 5 into 2 minus 10, so I got minus 10 the last term, and minus 5 plus 2, so minus 3 also I got. okay, so it is like that only. And now let me tell you that first term should be as it is, last term also should be as it is, with the sign you have to write. okay, sign also you cannot change, but you have to just you have to just split the middle term. okay, so that it's called splitting method also. Then now you have to make the pair. okay, this is the pair, x is common, x minus 5 plus 2, again x minus 5, and x minus 5 which is common, that you have to write just once, okay, not twice, and x plus 2. So these are the factors of given polynomial, okay, given quadratic equation. Now see here, all questions are same pattern, so I will not solve all questions, but this is under root kind of question is there, third question. So let me solve this third question. okay, root 2x square plus 7x plus 5 root 2 is given. So if you multiply first and last term, then see, 5 into root 2 into root 2, then 5 2s are 10, because root 2 into root 2 is 2, 5 2s are 10. 10 you have to factorize, so that by addition, now see here, by addition, okay, by addition I have to get 7, okay, by addition, and by multiplication, okay, by multiplication I have to get 10. So that is first term as it is, as I have said you have to write, okay. So by black pen I am writing so that it will not be mixed up. So, root 2 x square, because first term as it is you have to write, plus 5 2s, okay. So 5x plus 2x and plus 5 root 2 as it is, okay. Now again you have to make the pair of 2. Then what is common here? X is common, okay. Then under root of, means under bracket, what will remain? Root 2 into x, okay, plus 5. And as well as same thing here, what is common here? Root 2 is common, because see here 2 is there, okay. So in 2, root 2 is already hidden, so root 2 is common here. So I will write here root 2, and in bracket same thing will remain, under root 2 x plus 5. And which I have done for upper question, the same thing you have to repeat for this question also, because this both bracket which must be same, that is same here. So that you have to write just once, and remaining number, okay, see this x and this root 2, that you have to join, that are the factors of the third question. So this is the answer of third question, and actually 5 questions are given here, but out of 5, the first I have solved for you to explain you the logic and the concept, and third I have solved because it was little bit lengthy and tough, okay. So remaining questions now that are so easy, so that you have to find yourself, okay. Now see here, solve the problems in given example first. So that is example first, actually you have to see, that is really so easy, and that example you have to solve by quadratic method. So that example I am not going to take here, because this is the fast track revision, okay. So each and every question we cannot take, that is obviously you can also understand, okay. So that you have to solve yourself. Third question, let's see. Two numbers whose sum is 27 and product is 182, so that two numbers we have to find, okay. So easy. X plus y here, let me tell you one thing, that see this is quadratic equation. So here all things will run in one variable, because authentic form of quadratic equation is what? X square plus, okay, see here, a x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So everywhere x will come, okay. Another variable will not come, but listen, we will solve these questions, okay. This is the trick, okay. This is some different kind of logic and method which I am using, because that is easy for you, okay. So why? Because I am solving this kind of question by method of linear equation, which was the third chapter. Why? Because for the student it become very much easy, and in exam nobody will ask you that you have to solve this question by this and this method only. Nobody will ask you, okay. So you have to use here two variable, two numbers, means first number is x, second number is y, sum is 27. So I would like to write here x plus y, okay, because sum is there, okay. So x plus y, 1 minute, okay. By green pen now I am writing this question so that it will not be mixed up, okay. So x plus y, that is 27, and multiplication is 182. So x into y is equal to 182, okay. And now we have so many methods to solve this question. Again let me tell you that by any, because in this question it is not particular given that by which method you have to solve. So by any method you can solve this both equation, okay. You can get the answer easily. Now see here, fourth question. Two consecutive positive integers whose sum of whose square is 365. So here this question will solve by fourth quadratic method only, quadratic formulas method, in one variable only, not two variables will assume, because consecutive positive integers are there. Consecutive means what? The consecutive of 1 is 2, 2 is 3, 3 is 4, okay. So means the next successive integer positive number, okay. So it's called consecutive positive integer, okay. So if you assume that first number is x, okay, if you assume first number is x, then the next number will be, that is y, okay. Sorry, x plus 1, okay. That I am writing by this pen, okay, so that it will not mix up. X into x plus 1, 1 minute. Okay, x, sum of whose square is, okay, and so x square plus x plus 1 square is equal to 365. See here, x square plus x plus 1 square. Why? Because first number we have assumed, that is x, so its consecutive is x plus 1, and sum of whose square means first we have to do its square, and both square then you have to add, okay, you have to mix up. So x square plus x plus 1 square is equal to 365. And now so easy, this a plus b whole squares formula you can expand, and easily now you can get the answer. See, logic is the main thing, okay. Always says that now this equation anybody can solve, okay. So logic is the main thing. Equation should be formed. Once equation is completed, then what, then now you can easily solve this question, okay. Now see, fifth question is there. Altitude of a right angle triangle is 7 centimeter less than its base. Then let me draw here right angle triangle, okay. As you can see here, this is right angle triangle, okay, and altitude of right angle triangle is 7 less than its base. Then base we have to assume x, then this is x minus 7. Don't do 7 minus x, because if base is 10, then 7 less altitude is, so 10 minus 7, so that is 3 only, okay. So you have to write x minus 7. And if the hypotenuse is 13 centimeter, hypotenuse is given 13 centimeter, find other two sides, means this side we have to find. Now see here, that is given altitude of right angle triangle. This is the keyword, because this is right angle triangle. I will draw right angle here, okay. Then here Pythagoras you can apply. So let it call A, B and C. So you can write AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, and 13 square, okay, which is 169, is equal to AB square, means x minus 7 whole square plus BC square means x square. And now if you expand this and if you simplify these equations, then easily value of x you will get, so base you will get, and from the base AB means the hypotenuse, sorry, altitude you can get, okay. So it was the question number 5th. Now see, 6th question is little bit confusing, but I will explain you almost a easy method, so that easily you can understand these things. Because if you read this question, actually that is the fall line question first of all, okay. So this kind of lengthy question first we see, so we scared, oh what is this long question, okay. But this is not that much hard. You just see what I'm explaining. Then see here, cottage industry is there, okay, which produce a certain number of pottery article in a day, means 5 article, 10 article, 100 article, 50 article, okay, which kind of number of article there can be there, okay. Now it was observed on a particular day that the cost of production of each article in rupees, okay, cost of each article was 3 more than twice the number of article produced on the day. See, this is the main part of this question. The cost of article, see, for example, this is article, and this is its cost. Then cost is 3 more than twice number of article produced. Means if 3 article is produced, then 3 into 2, because twice plus 3 more. So 3 into 2, 6. 6 plus 3. 3 into 2 plus 3. Why? Because first it is twice. So I have to multiply by 2. Here it is written 3 more. So I have to add 3. Is equal to 9 articles. Okay, 3 to the 6 plus 3, 9. So like if 3 article is produced, then the cost of each article is 9 rupees. These things you have to understand. Again, 3 article is produced, then cost of each article, each single article is 9 rupees. Okay, is it clear? So in terms of formula, we have to write that let assume first of all article is equal to x. Okay, I will write here article is equal to let me write here x. Article is equal to x and its cost is y rupees. Okay, unit is rupees. Then I can write y is equal to 2x plus 3. Okay, this is your first equation. Okay, now if the total cost of production on that day was 90 rupees, now what is the total cost of production? You tell me. Total cost means that, for example, let us take same example again. 3 article is produced, then cost of each article is 9. Now see, articles are 3 and cost is 9. 9 of each article. So 3 article, 27 rupees are there. So this is the x, this is the y. Then total cost is what? Total cost is multiplication of x and y only. These things students cannot understand, and so that equations don't form. Total cost means total number of article per day into cost of single article. So here, for example, 3 article is formed and each cost is 9 rupees. So 9 3s are 27. So total cost of that day of all article is 27 rupees. For example, 10 article is produced and cost okay, so now 10 to the 20 plus 3, 23. Okay, 23. Then 23 into 10, so 230 is the total cost of all article. Okay, so it is what means, that is multiplication of x and y. So your second equation is, this is the main thing, x into y is equal to 90. This is your equation number second. And now both equation you have, so easily, okay, easily you can find the value of x and y, because here you have to find number of article produced and the cost of each article. So that you have to find, okay, using this solving this equation. Okay, so easy. Okay, now I hope you understood these things, and now let us go towards the exercise number 4.3. Actually, this first question, completing square method, that is already removed. Here, this is removed, because as I have informed you, I will just take that things which is included in 2020's government syllabus. Okay, so this first question is removed, so that thing I will not take. But why I have taken this question, why I have put this question here? Because see, read this second question. Find the roots of the quadratic equations given in question number 1 by applying quadratic formula. Here you have to apply quadratic formula and you have to get the answer. So that I have put this question here. Okay, because completing square we don't have to use. Then now first of all let me write what is the quadratic formula. Okay, so here because as you all know, quadratic equations, maximum two roots you will get. First is alpha and second is beta. Okay, then if alpha and beta both are the roots of the quadratic equation, of any quadratic equation, then alpha beta is equal to minus b plus or minus root of delta upon 2a, where delta is equal to b square minus 4ac. It's called quadratic formula. So using this formula, you have to get the answer of these questions. Okay, actually 4 questions are here given, but I will solve just one question to show you, because in regular lecture, okay, my all regular lecture during the lockdown which it was recorded, okay, live lectures are there. So that lectures are already in YouTube. So if these all things you want to learn in deep level, each and every question if you want to see properly, if you want to learn, then top side at the end screen you will get playlist also of the 10th grade. So you have to click on the playlist and all lectures are there, so you can see that lectures. Okay, so now I will solve here, as I said you, one question only, that is third one I will solve, because third is some kind of root and also you will feel that this is little bit hard, so I will solve a third question. Okay, so first of all we have to write what is a, b and c. So here 4x square plus 4 root 3x plus 3. Okay, so first I will write here a is equal to 4, b is equal to 4 root 3, c is equal to 3. Okay, and now first of all I have to write this delta, which is b square minus 4ac. Then b square is equal to 4 root 3 square minus 4 into 3. 4 square is 16, root 3 square is 3, 16 3s are 48, minus 4 4s are 16 and again 48. 48 minus 48, so that is 0. Now let me tell you the nature of roots. If b greater than 0, okay, then two roots you will get and both are different roots you will get. Two roots you will get and both will be different. If b is less than 0, two roots you will get and both roots will be same. Two same roots you will get. Okay, first of all it's called two distinct solution. In your textbook it is written two distinct solution you will get. Here same solution. Okay, two same roots you will get, and if b is less than 0, then roots does not exist. Okay, so means of in practical life you cannot get its root. Okay, root means solution you will not get. Okay, so because as here it is 0, so two same roots you will get here. Then delta is 0, then the under root of delta is also 0, and 0 if you plus or minus in any term, so it doesn't matter. So 0 now I will not write. Now minus b. Okay, b is equal to 4 root 3, then minus b is equal to minus 4 root upon 2 into a. A is what? 4. 4 cancel, minus root 3 by 2. Okay, so alpha is equal to minus root 3 by 2, beta is equal to minus root 3 by 2. Okay, this is the answer. And if you see now, if you consider this is the a plus b whole square formula, this is the perfect square term. So factors if you want to find, then what will come? Square root of first root. These things I have already taught you in previous, means 9th standard. Okay, so for x square, so what you have to do, actually what you have to perform, square root of first term, so that is 2x, sine of middle term, okay, and square root of third term. So 3 square root is under root of 3, and all square. Okay, so 2x plus 3 whole square is equal to always 0. So here from this equation, if you get the value of x, then the same thing minus root 3 by 2 you will get. Okay, so like this only you have to solve all the questions. Okay, I hope these things is clear now for you. And now let me go ahead. Its root you have to find. Okay, so it is so easy. Here actually you have to cross multiply. These things I have done in my regular lecture. You should see that lecture actually. Okay, and after cross multiplying you will get the value of x, and same thing you have to do here also. X into x, so that is x square minus 1 upon x is equal to 3. So x square minus 1 is equal to 3x, then x square minus 3x minus 1 is equal to 0. And now easily you can get the answer by using either factorization method, but if that is little bit hard, because here once factor you have to find, so that by subtraction minus 3 should become, so that is really so hard. Okay, so by factorization or splitting method answer you will not get, so that here you have to use quadratic formula method. Okay, now see fourth question. Sum of reciprocal of Rahman's age. Sum of reciprocals of Rahman's age is in years. 3 years ago and 5 years from now is 1 by 3. And his present age we have to find. This is the question. Okay, then again the main thing, equation should be formed. Okay, so what to do here? Let assume Rahman's present age. Okay, present age we have to assume. Present age is equal to x. Then 3 years ago. Okay, so that is x minus 3. And 5 years from now, so that is x plus 5. Okay, this thing is clear. Now see, this is still not the equation we have to form. Then what we can do, sum of reciprocal of Rahman's age means reciprocal of Rahman's age means 1 upon 3 will come, 1 upon 5 will come, and its sum is 1 by 3, and this is the equation which we want. Now 1 upon x minus 3 plus 1 upon x plus 5 is equal to 1 by 3. So value of x here now you can get. Okay, then now see, this is the question number 5th. In a class test, sum of Shefali's mark in mathematics and English is 30. Had she got 2 marks more in mathematics and 3 marks less in English, the product of their marks would have been 210. We have to find her marks. So easy. Okay, actually it's so easy. See here, mathematics is equal to M, English is equal to E, and sum of Shefali's mark. Okay, so M plus E is equal to 30. Equation number first. And had she got, see this is the probability, had she got 2 marks more in mathematics, so M plus 2, 3 marks less in English, E minus 3. Product of their mark means this is the product is equal to 210. This is equation number second. And now particular value of M and E you can get. Okay, these all questions, okay, which I see all questions is obviously not possible to solve fully solution of all question of full chapter in one lecture only, within 1 hour only. It is not possible. Now obviously anybody can understand, so that I'm just making the equation because it is so easy to solve for anybody now. So you each have to solve these equations. You don't have to put here only, you don't have to skip from here only. These all things you have to solve, okay, from your side. Then now see sixth question. Diagonal of rectangular field is 60 meter more than its shorter side. Then again let me draw. This is the figure. Okay. Diagonal of rectangular field is 60 meter more than its shorter side. The shorter side, first we have to assume that is x, and this is x plus 60 because this is diagonal. Okay, that is x plus 60. If the longer side is 30 meter more than the shorter side, so this is x plus 30, and its side now we have to find. So using Pythagoras, okay, just right now, see here, we have done Pythagoras. See here, what we have performed here, the same thing now we have to perform for this question. Okay, now seventh question. The difference of squares of two number is 180, so that x square minus y square is equal to 180. You have to write in proper description. First you have to write, let assume first number is equal to x, second number is equal to y. As per given first condition, we can write that x square minus y square is equal to 180, and let it call equation number first. The square of smaller number is 8 times the longer number. So smaller number, actually you have to write larger number. Okay, larger is x and smaller is y. Why larger is x? Because from the larger square, smaller square will be removed, then only positive difference you will get now. Otherwise, if by mistake here, suppose here you have assumed wrong, otherwise here you have done wrong, these both things will not be matched. If then marks you will not get, because your logic is wrong. Okay, so larger is x, smaller is y. So the square of the smaller number is, so square of smaller number means y square is equal to 8 times the larger number, then 8 into x. This is the equation number second. And now you can put this value. Substitution method is easy here. See, y square is equal to 8x, and here you have to put 8x, so that x square minus 8x is equal to 180, and now you can get the answer of this question. Okay, eighth question now. Now see question number 8. Train travels 360 km at the uniform speed. If the speed had been 5 km per hour more, this kind of actually one question we have completed. See, let me show you. See this. Train travel distance 480 at the uniform speed. If the speed had been 8 km per hour less, then it would have taken 3 hours more to cover the same distance. We need to find the speed of the train. So this is the again same question. So this question I am not solving here. Sorry. This question now I am not solving here. To solve this question, you have to see my previous video. Top side I button is given. On clicking I button, you have to see first that video, means previous lecture, so that all things will be clear for this question. Okay. Next, 4.4th exercise. Now our journey is going to be complete now, because we are almost on 4.4th exercise. Now let's see how much are there. Okay, see, this is the last exercise. So within a 1 hour full syllabus lecture revision easily I can complete. Okay, then see, nature of roots we have to find. If real roots are exist, then you have to find. So nature of roots, from how you can find nature of roots. So here, just here I have written nature of roots. B greater than 0, then two different distinct roots you will get. Here two same root you will get. Okay, and here roots you will not get. Then Same thing here I will write. Okay, first of all I have to just check b square minus 4ac. So this is a, this is b, this is c. So for first question, if I check delta is equal to b square minus 4ac, then b square is what? Minus 3. Okay, b is equal to minus 3, b square is equal to 9 minus 4. Okay, 4 into a is 2 and c is 5. So 9 minus 5 for the 20, 2 the 40. So here minus 31 you will get, and that is less than 0. So delta is less than 0. So real roots you will not get. So here you have to write real roots does not exist. Okay. Let us solve second question. Here a, b, c. Then delta is equal to again b square minus 4ac. B square is equal to 4 square 16. 16 3s are 48. Okay, because root 3 square is 3 now. Minus 4 into 3 into 4. So that is again 48 minus 48. So again this is 0. Okay, so same kind of equation again we got here. See here also same kind of equation we got here. Here see 48 minus 48. Okay, 48 minus 48. So again here two same roots you will get, and this is perfect square kind of question. So in that question what I have done, same thing here you have to perform. Okay, so like this first question is over. Let us see second one. Find the value of k in following equation so that they have two equal roots. Equal roots means what? Here you have to use delta is equal to 0. That is the landmark. Okay, this is the keyword. Here you have to use delta is equal to 0. A, B, C. Delta is equal to b square minus 4ac. Delta is equal to, because 0, because two equal roots are there, b square is equal to k square minus 4 into a is 2 into c is 3. So that k square minus 4 3s are 12, 2s are 24. And now you can find the value of 20 square root of 24. Okay, easily you can 6 4s are like that only. So 2 root 6, and that all things means you can now find. It is not required to solve by me. But yes, one thing let me inform you. Plus and minus both probability you have to check. See here, k square is equal to now 24, and 24 is what? I can write 6 for the 6 for the. So that is plus or minus 2 root 6. Don't write just 2 root 6. Okay, both probability you have to consider. Third question is there. Is it possible to design rectangular mango grove whose length is twice its breadth? Length is equal to L, breadth is equal to B. Okay. Okay, length is equal to, length is twice its breadth. Length is equal to 2b. First equation. Area is 800 meters square. So LB is equal to 800. This is equation number second. Now you have to get the value of L and B. Okay, if here, because when you will put the value, okay, let me solve by me only, because I just want to show you something. L into B. Okay, rectangular mango grove whose length is twice its breadth. Length is equal to 2b. LB is equal to 800. So now, okay, you have to put here L is equal to 2b's value. By substitution method you have to put in second equation. So L is equal to 2b. Then instead of L, now I will write 2b into this b as it is equal to 800. 2b square is equal to 800. So b square is equal to 400 and b is equal to plus or minus 20. See, this thing actually I wanted to show you. Now plus or minus 20 you have to write. If directly you will write 20, so marks can cut if your marks are higher, okay, then. And now you have to write, but side or length cannot be negative, and here unit also you have to write, that is meter, because it cannot be negative, so that minus 20 is not possible. B is equal to plus 20 and L is equal to 40. Okay, so L is equal to 40 because if you put the value of 20 in first equation, so value of L you will get 40. So it is possible you can make this kind of rectangular mango groove whose length is 40 and breadth is 20. Okay, now see fourth question. It is same like age related question. Okay, means it is age related question, and this kind of questions already we have done. Following situation possible. See, this is the fourth question. Is the following situation possible? If so, then determine their present age. Means two friends age is given, sum of two friends age is 20, so x plus y is equal to 20. Okay, and this is first equation. 4 years ago their present age was 48 years, so x minus 4 product of their, okay, so that y minus 4 is equal to 48. But now as you can see here, x is equal to 20 minus y, so we have to substitute these things. Okay, so x is equal to 20 minus y minus 4 into y minus 4 is equal to 48 you will get. So 20 minus 4, so 16 minus y into y minus 4 is equal to 48. If you expand these things, then 16y minus 16 4 is 64 minus y into y square minus minus plus 4 y is equal to 48. Then minus y square 16y plus 4y, so plus 20y is equal to 48 plus this 64 will become positive. Okay, so plus 64, so that minus y square plus 20y is equal to 60 plus 40 100 120 100 18 and 4. Okay, 112. So if you change the sign, so y square minus 20y is equal to minus 112, so that y square minus 20y plus 112 is equal to 0. Okay, so now if you solve this equation, okay, if you find its discriminant, okay, delta, then let me show here. A is equal to here 1, b is equal to minus 20, c is equal to 112, delta is equal to b square minus 4ac. So that b square means minus 20 square, 400 minus 4 into 1 into 112. So 400 minus 448. So answer will come less than 0, because here minus 48 difference you will get. So that because delta is negative, so its real value you cannot get. So really this kind of practical this kind of situation is not possible. This is just written. Really this kind of things does not exist in the world. Okay, because this situation is not possible, and then you have to see, okay, is that possible or not. Okay, that thing you have to see. Okay, now see here fifth question. Is it possible to design rectangular park perimeter of 80 meter and area is 400 meters? So this is the same kind of question which is third here. See, third question which I have mentioned, okay, which I have just solved. So using this same thing, same procedure, you have to get the answer. And now see, this is the actually our revision part is over, and I have tried to complete these things within 1 hour, and I hope you all have enjoyed these things which I haven't solved. That you all have to practice on this question. still if you feel difficulty, then you can contact me anytime. And now I'm going to end this lecture because this is already completed. And now in next lecture, the 5th chapter's revision I will upload. Then keep in touch with me. And if still you are in this new channel, okay, then don't forget to subscribe. And if really you like this video, then press like button and don't forget to share with your friends. Thank you.